The 800 most commonly used idioms in America. Part 8. 701-800. 701. Take on. Браться за дело, принимать вызов. Begin to handle, commit oneself to, accept. He took on a great challenge when he became the CEO of a bankrupt company. 702. Take one's hat off to someone. Admire, respect, praise. I'm very impressed that you actually had your book published. It take my hat off to you. 703. Take over. Принимать на себя, допустим, руководство или должность, обязанности, от кого-то другого. Take control, command. When the pilot became ill, the co-pilot had to take over the controls of the aircraft. 704. Take someone for a ride. For a ride. Cheat, swindle. When my car broke down for the third time, I realized that the car salesman really took me for a ride. 705. Take someone to the cleaners. Win all of someone's money. Cheat someone. He invested money in a business deal that went bad. They took him to the cleaners. 706. Take something lying down. Молча, терпеть, мириться. Take something lying down. Suffer without having a fight. Someone said that he stole money from the company. He's not going to take that lying down. 707. Take something to heart. Take criticism seriously and be affected or upset by it. Consider seriously. His parents spoke to him about improving his grades. I hope he took it to heart. 708. Take a bull by the horns. Взять быка за рога. Take strong action. He needs more money, so he is going to take the bull by the horns and ask for a raise. 709. Take the fifth. Означает отказаться отвечать на неприятный вопрос, то есть сослаться на пятую поправку. Там у них там есть в Америке Конституция, там какая-то какие-то там законы, пятая поправка. Сослаться на нее или прибегнуть к ней, использовать ее. Refuse to testify, то есть свидетельствовать against oneself, то есть отказываться свидетельствовать против себя, as guaranteed by the Fifth Amendment, то есть пятая поправка, amendment, поправка, to the Constitution. He asked the fat girl how much she weighed. She was embarrassed and took the fifth. 710. Take the plunge. Рискнуть, решиться, сделать что-то, отважиться. Да, сделать решительный шаг. Принять серьезное решение. Это все 710. Take the plunge. Do something decisive. I realized I gained a lot of weight, so I finally took the plunge and decided to seriously go on a diet. Go on a diet. А plunge — это погружение, прыжок или решительный шаг. 711. Take the words out of someone's mouth. Say something someone else was going to say. I was just going to say that he was a liar. You took the words right out of my mouth. 712. Take up. Begin an activity or hobby. She plans to take up golf next summer. 713. Take with a grain of salt. Относиться критически. Listen with skepticism. He told me that he got all A's in college. I don't believe him. You should take it with a grain of salt. 714. Talk through one's hat. Нести чушь, ерунду, не знать, что говоришь. Make exaggerated or inaccurate statements. She's always talking about how much she's investing in the stock market, but I think she's talking through her hat. 715. Talk turkey. Или talk cold turkey. Разговаривать по-деловому. Discuss seriously in a business-like manner. If you are really serious about buying my car, let's talk turkey. 716. Tearjerker означает слезливый. Story that makes you cry. The movie we saw last night was a real tearjerker. 717. Tell someone off. Speak to angrily. Reprimand or scold someone. Whenever she becomes too arrogant, it is time to tell her off. 718. Think up. Invent, create. The theme for this year's party will not work. We need to think up a new idea. 719. Third degree или the third degree. Prolonged questioning. Или допрос третьей степени. То есть с пристрастием или даже с применением пыток. Вот так. When I returned home from my date, my roommate wanted to know everything that had happened and gave me the third degree. 720. Through the grapevine. Grapevine – это виноградная лоза, а through the grapevine или by the grapevine – это означает по слухам. Why gossip from other people? I heard through the grapevine that you're pregnant. Is that true? 721. Through the meal. Значит, прошедший сквозь огонь и воду, натерпевшийся. Experienced in difficulties of life. She's had a difficult life. She's been put through the mill. 722. Throw cold water on. Означает discourage или охладить чей-либо пыл, окатить кого-либо холодной водой. I really don't want to throw cold water on your business proposal, but I really don't think that it is a good idea. 723. Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Surrender. Give up. When he realized that that there was no way he was going to finish the race, he finally threw in the towel. 724. Throw one's weight around. Use one's influence in a showy manner. Или давить авторитетом, важничать. Because she was the boss's daughter, she liked throwing her weight around the office and tell everyone what to do. 725. Throw the book at. Обвинять во всех смертных грехах или присудить кого-либо к максимально возможному наказанию. То есть punish severely for breaking rules or the law. They have a lot of evidence against that criminal. They are going to throw the book at him at the trial. 726. Tickled pink означает very happy. Very happy, довольный как слон или в восторге. I wasn't feeling well and wanted to go home. I was tickled pink that the party had finally ended. 727. Tide someone over. Help someone through a shortage. Shortage – это нехватка, недостаток. Поэтому help somebody through это означает help somebody through a difficult period, especially with financial assistance. Can you please loan me $10 and tide me over until I get paid next week? 728. Tie the knot. Типа связаться узами. Get married. She will tie the knot this spring. То есть выйти замуж или жениться. 729. Tied down. Tied down. Restricted by family or job responsibilities. When you have children, pets, and a mortgage, you feel tied down. Mortgage – это ипотека, заклад. 730. Tight squeeze. Difficult situation financially. Squeeze или tight squeeze – это тяжелое положение, тяжелое или затруднение. I don't have the money for that now. I'm in a tight squeeze. 731. Tighten one's belt. То есть затянуть пояс потуже, жить экономно. Economize, spend, and use less. Since he has taken a cut in his salary, the family has needed to tighten their belt. 732. А это у нас tightwad. Tightwad – это скряга. tightwad. Person who is cheap and stingy. Cheap в данном случае переводится скупой, прижимистый, так же как и stingy. Whenever we go to a restaurant, he always tries to leave without contributing any money toward the bill. He is such a tightwad. 733. Tip someone off. Warn, inform. И предложение. The burglars were arrested because the police were tipped off. Еще примеры. Give somebody into about, то есть означает give somebody information about something, typically in a discreet or confidential way. Discreet — это осторожно. Окей. Это мы перевели. Идем дальше. Следующее это 734. To a T. To a T означает точь-в-точь, тютелька в тютельку. Можно еще to a T, вместо буквы T поставить T-double-E. Или to a tittle. Tittle — это T-I-double-T-L-E. Tittle — это означает мельчайшая частица, чуточка, капелька. То есть to a T, точь-в-точь. Perfectly, exactly. Although you have only been to my house once, you described it to a T. To a T. 735. To boot. In addition, also. Или вдобавок, в придачу, к тому же. She's trying to lose weight, so I was surprised that after dinner she ordered cake and ice cream to boot. 736. To the hilt. Полностью, по уши, to the full. Completely, to the limit. He has borrowed a lot of money against his house. He is mortgaged to the hilt. 737. Tooth and nail. Tooth and nail — изо всех сил. Ожесточенно, не на жизнь, а на насмерть. И у нас там еще появится слово fiercely. Свирепо, жестоко, яростно. As hard as possible, fiercely. Although they were going to take that account away from me, I fought tooth and nail to keep it. 738. Top notch. Excellent. The best. То есть of the highest quality. Excellent. He never loses a court case. He is a top-notch attorney. 739. Topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy. Неразбериха. То есть как upside down. Это как вверх дном. In disarray. Это в беспорядке. То есть topsy-turvy обозначает upside down или in disarray. In disarray. When you move from one apartment to another, everything is topsy-turvy. 740. Total. Это глагол означает completely ruined. After the accident, my car was totaled and was unable to be fixed. Следующее 741. Touch and go. Touch and go. Критическое, опасное положение или на волосок от какой-то там на волосок от чего-то или risky. Very dangerous or uncertain. She was sent to the hospital in very poor health. The doctor said that it was touch and go. 742. Tough break. Tough break. Не везет. Unlucky event, misfortune. Breaking his leg in the middle of football season was a tough break for John. 743. Tourist trap. Any place that is overpriced and attracts tourists. I hate going to that resort in the summer. They charge hundreds of dollars a night for a tiny room. I think it's a tourist trap. 744. Track down. Означает search for. Или еще как обнаружить. The balances in both accounts are not matching. We need to track down the problem. 745. Treat. Pay for someone else. То есть угощать. He really helped me complete my project, so I treated him to lunch. 746. Try something out. Test. The store told me that we can try the mattress out for 30 days to see if we like it. 747. Turn one off означает disgust, bore, repel. То есть отбивать охоту, наскучивать, надоедать или противно, отталкивает, вызывает отвращение. Следующее. 748. Turn out. Оказаться. Result. End. Although the movie was boring at first, it turned out to be wonderful. То есть что-то оказалось в итоге чем-то или кем-то. 749. Turn over a new leaf. То есть перевернуть новый лист. У нас уже, по-моему, было. Change one's conduct for the better. Или conduct. Поведение, да, conduct. 749. Так. My little boy has recently started lying to his mother. After I spoke with him, he told me that he is turning over a new leaf and won't do it anymore. 750. Turn someone down. Reject. То есть отказать. Although the job interview went very, very well, he was turned down for the job. 751. Turn someone's stomach. Get someone sick and upset. It really turns my stomach when little children treat their elders poorly. 752. Turn the tables. Reverse the situation. Или взять реванш, поменяться ролями, оплатить той же монетой. We lost the game last night, but tonight we'll turn the tables. 753. Turn to. Означает go to for help. Или обратиться к кому-либо за помощью. Ну да. He was such a good friend. I always knew that I could turn to him if I needed some money. 754. Turn up. Appear. То есть появиться. Those keys have been lost for a month. I'm hoping that they turn up soon. 755. Twiddle one's thumbs. Not busy. Not working. Twiddle one's thumbs или просто twiddle. Бездельничать, бить баклуши, валять дурака. Our department has gotten slow this season. All we are doing is twiddling our thumbs. 756. Twist someone around one's finger. То есть обвести кого-либо вокруг пальца. Influence someone easily. He will do whatever she wants. It's amazing how she has him twisted around her little finger. 757. Two-faced. Two-faced – лицемерный, лживый. Disloyal, то есть неверный. Untrustworthy, недостойный доверия. She'll tell you that you have a beautiful dress, but when you leave, she'll say that you are fat and how awful it looked on you. She's two-faced. 758. Under the table. Секретно, подпольно, тайно. Illegal money transaction, such as paying a bribe. She was paid under the table and continued to collect her unemployment checks illegally. 759. Under the weather. Not feeling well. I started sneezing this morning and I have had a bad headache. I'm beginning to feel under the weather. 760. Up one's alley. Up one's alley. Значит, в чьем-либо вкусе. Well suited to one's tastes. Something one enjoys. Special interest. I'm going to the art museum on Sunday. I know you love to paint, so this is right up your alley. 761. Up the river означает in jail. In jail или to prison или in prison. The judge found him guilty and he was sent up the river for 5 years. 762. Up to here with. Надоело, осточертело. Типа, знаешь, где это у меня уже сидит? Такое значение. Disgusted with another's continual behavior. My phone bills are always so high. I'm just up to here with them. 763. Up to one's ears. Up to one's ears. По уши, по горло, с головой. Deeply immersed in. I have a lot of holders sitting on my desk. I am up to my ears in paperwork. 764. Up to par. Neg, это значит, видимо, в отрицательных чаще используется. Meeting normal standards. 764. Up to par at an expected or usual quality. На высоте, на должной высоте. В нужном порядке. Или в полном порядке. Up to par. I have a headache and don't feel up to par. 765. Up to someone. Означает someone's choice. То есть решать кому-то. Because it is her birthday, it is up to her what kind of birthday cake to buy. 766. Upset the apple cart. Ruin or spoil a plan or idea. Our plans are perfect. Don't discuss them with anyone. We don't want to upset the apple cart. 767. Use one's noodle или use one's head. Think. He wasn't using his noodle when he offered to stay and clean up the mess. 768. Walk all over someone. To treat in an inconsiderate or exploitative manner. Take advantage of someone. He loves her so much and she walks all over him. 769. Wash one's hands off. Означает refuse responsibility for. Abandon. If he lies or hurts you, you should wash your hands off him. 770. Washed up. Разбитый, усталый. No longer successful or needed. Failed. Since he was arrested, his movie career is all washed up. 771. Еще, значит, 770. Washed up, как no longer successful, needed, failed или ended. То есть с чем-то покончено. Или exhausted. Итак, 771. Waste one's breath. Говорить напрасно. Даром тратить силы или тратить слова на ветер. Speak or argue with no result. I have told her that she should stop smoking 1,000 times. Don't even mention it to her. You'll be wasting your breath. 772. Watch one's P's and Q's. Или mind one's P's and Q's. Означает act very carefully. Pay attention to detail. То есть быть осторожным, следить за собой, за своими словами. If you are having dinner with your boss, you have to watch your P's and Q's. 773. Water down. Означает dilute, то есть разбавлять. The coffee is too strong. I think you need to water it down. 774. Wear the pants. To be the boss of the family. Или обладать мужским характером, быть главным, то есть командовать. She makes all the big decisions when it comes to finances. We all know who wears the pants in that family. 775. Weigh one's words. Be careful of what one says. The boss is going to interview me today. I don't want to talk too much. I should weigh my words. 776. Well off. Означает rich, wealthy, богатый, состоятельный, обеспеченный. She has traveled extensively throughout the world. I believe she is very well off. 777. Wet behind the ears. Inexperienced. Или, как незрелый, новичок, неопытный. He can't manage the office. He is still wet behind the ears. The ears. 778. Wet blanket. Person who discourages others from having fun. То есть зануда, человек, отравляющий другим радость или удовольствие. She was no fun at the party. She's a wet blanket. 779. Wet one's whistle. Have a drink, especially alcohol. То есть промочить горло, выпить. To wet one's whistle. I am so thirsty, I would like to wet my whistle. 780. What it takes. Any ability for a job. Courage. Или будем переводить как необходимые качества, способности или необходимые данные. She is smart and ambitious. She certainly has what it takes to be a doctor. 781. When the chips are down. Означает at the worst time, when one faces the biggest obstacles. То есть в трудную минуту. A true friend is someone who is always there when the chips are down. 782. Whistle a different tune. Change one's attitude, contradict previous ideas. То есть запеть по-другому. Получается где-то так примерно. The boss's son doesn't believe his father should pay anyone overtime, but when he can work extra hours, he whistles a different tune. 783. White as a ghost. Смертельно бледный. Very pale because of fear, shock, illness. My sister became as white as a ghost when she saw the man at the window. 784. White lie. То есть белая ложь. A harmless lie. Told to be polite or to do something not seriously wrong. I told my boss a white lie and said that I was sick yesterday when I actually wasn't. 785. Wild goose chase. Absurd or hopeless search. She didn't want the police to find her boyfriend, so she gave them false information and sent them on a wild goose chase. 786. Willpower. Сила воли. Strength of mind. Some people say you need a lot of willpower to quit smoking. 787. Wimp. Wimp — это тряпка, бесхарактерный человек. Spineless, non-assertive person. Assertive — это напористый и самоуверенный. He never speaks up for himself. He is such a wimp. 788. Wind up. End. Finish. Или сматывать, доводить до конца, заканчивать. It's getting late and I want to finish this project and go home. Let's wind things up. 789. Wing it. Wing it. Wing it. Rely only on one's knowledge. Act without preparation. Или improvise. They asked me to make a speech, but I didn't prepare anything, so I just winged it. I just winged it. 790. Wisecrack. Wisecrack. Wise — мудрая. Wisecrack — это острота, саркастическое замечание, лаконичная формулировка. Там появится еще фраза nasty remark, язвительное замечание. Okay. Wisecrack. Sarcastic or nasty remark. He's not very nice, so don't be surprised if he makes a wisecrack about your clothes. 791. Wishy-washy. Означает хилый, немощный, not firm or clear. Having no definite opinion, unable to decide. He never has his own opinion. He's very wishy-washy. 792. With a fine-toothed comb. With a fine-toothed comb. Означает very carefully. Очень тщательно, внимательно. То есть у нас вот She lost her earring somewhere in our house. We searched for it with a fine-toothed comb. То есть в данном случае, как можно перевести, прочесывали, осматривали. 793. With flying colors. With great or total success. She passed her course with flying colors and now wants to go out and celebrate. 794. Within reason. То есть в пределах разумного. Sensible, reasonable, or reasonably. I know you want to buy my car. If your offer is within reason, then it's a deal. 795. Word of mouth. Word of mouth. Молва. Recommendation from other people. Еще вот такой перевод. His business doesn't advertise. He became successful all by word of mouth. Ну да, молва донесла. 796. Work one's fingers to the bone. Work very hard. То есть работать не покладая рук. Можно еще так перевести. I had to type many pages to put this book together. I have worked my fingers to the bone. 797. Work out. Find an answer. Solve. То есть разобраться. I have added these numbers 3 times and still get different answers. This problem can't seem to be worked out. 798. Wrong side of the tracks. Или the wrong side of the tracks. The poor section of town, implying social inferiority. Так, разберемся. Значит, означает скромного социального происхождения. Это фраза все. Inferiority означает более низкого положения или более низкого качества. She comes from a wealthy family. Her parents didn't want her to marry anyone from the wrong side of the tracks. 799. Yell bloody murder. Express loud emotional anger. Some babies yell bloody murder if their mothers leave them with babysitters. И 800-я последняя. You're kidding. You're kidding. То есть, really? Is it true? То есть, you're kidding. Типа, ты шутишь. You're kidding. А смысл этого? Really? Is it true? You read every single entry in this book? You're kidding. То есть, ты, видимо, шутишь. Entry — это как статья.